I'll tell you that significant strides have been made in addressing gender disparities by empowering girls, but there are growing concerns that boys are being neglected. According to Boys Without Borders, a boy-child advocacy organization, the neglect of boys makes them susceptible to abuse even by family members, relatives, or close family friends, and the abuse they suffer affects them for years. News Central's Bettina Nwelih tells us more.
In the vibrant heart of Nigeria, a silent crisis is unfolding. While the empowerment of the girl child has rightly gained momentum, the boy child is increasingly being overlooked. This negligence is not just a silent tragedy, it may be a catalyst for increasing insecurity. In the quest for gender equality, educational initiatives often prioritize girls, sometimes at the expense of boys. This imbalance is evident in many Nigerian classrooms where boys are left feeling neglected and unsupported. Outside the classroom, the situation worsens. Economic hardships force many young boys into child labor, street hawking, and even criminal activities. The lack of positive engagement and role models leaves them vulnerable.
The boy child is not neglected as such. The fact is that there has been too much indulgence. And so there's that indulgence, and then too much freedom given to the child, and sometimes also too much expectations on the boy child. Men are shamed when they say they are not sexually active. If a man says that no, he doesn't want to be sexually, meanwhile, women are praised for that. The boy child is shamed, or the teenager, or young man is shamed for that.
The absence of support systems for boys is creating a generation at risk. Without proper guidance, these boys are susceptible to negative influences, including gang involvement and radicalization. Stakeholders highlight the correlation between the neglect of the boy child and the rise in social vices.
If you change the dynamics of education, one thing you will get from that is positive masculinity. If you start to teach a young man what we would consider a paradigm shift from the theories of the past, helping them to understand that first, you are responsible for you, you're responsible for your family, and you're responsible for a nation. What we do today is teach accountability, not responsibility. We're not teaching young men to be responsible for themselves, from their personal hygiene to the food, their environment, and over time, it gradually leads young men into frustration. And that's how other young people have been cashing upon, recruited into terrorist gangs, some were brainwashed into IPOB, some were brainwashed into ESN, some would do whatever, but there's none of these vices that doesn't come from a place of loneliness.
The boy child is not a problem to be solved, but a potential to be nurtured. By addressing their unique needs and challenges, Nigeria can build a more secure and prosperous future for all. The plight of the boy child is indeed a pressing issue that calls for immediate attention. As we continue to strive for gender equality, it is important to ensure that no child is left behind. In Lagos, for News Central, Bettina, Nwelih.